Hello everyone, Devin90k here, and in today's video we're going to be doing farming in Hypixel Skyblock. We're going to try to become one of the best farmers in this game. There are a few ways to become really good at farming, but the main way is to increase your farming fortune. Now in order to do this, I need to get good pets, I need to get good reforges on my armor, and I need to upgrade my armor into the fermento armor. Also, I'll be building better farms, that way I can farm more efficiently, and I also need to be getting all the accessories that I need. Then, after I get all that stuff, I then need to max out all the tools that I have, all the way up to their maximum enchantments and maximum levels. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and begin. If you're enjoying this video so far, remember to like and subscribe, that way I can make more content. So most of my video will take place on this island called the Garden. This is a special island where only farming happens. This place allows you to use your farming fortune to maximum levels. It allows you to build different farms, such as this melon over here or this netherwort, and it even comes with preloaded templates like this potato farm. It also has visitors that come by that request special crops, and in return, they will give you a currency called copper that you can exchange for equipment, pet items, or even enchantments. But for the first part of this video, we're actually going to max out my armor. So what I have right now is the squash armor, which I got in a previous video right here. And if I head over to my ender chest page 2, we have all the materials required in order to upgrade all the armor pieces that I have into the fermento armor. Now instead of going full fermento, I'm going to have ranger's boots, that way I can adjust my speed. It's the chest plate, leggings, and the helmet. So we do have the bustling reforge, but in order to get the best armor we need to get the mossy reforge. But if we head over into the bazaar, overgrown grass costs 47 million per. But we need the mossy reforge, and this requires overgrown grass that will occasionally be given by visitors. Now it is a 1 in I believe 1,000 chance, so it is very unlikely. But when I put on the fermento armor, and I have plus 50 farming fortune, and something else that I have is the tiered bonus, which combines the bonuses of the melon, crappie, and squash armor. So this was the easiest part, since all I needed to do was just get all of that stuff. But now what I need to do is I need to expand my farms in order to make them more efficient when I'm farming, and I need to add more farms. So I think the first few farms I want to do is pumpkin, carrot, and wheat, since they all are basically identical to my netherwort farm over there. Shouldn't be that hard, I just need the iron trap doors and then I need the seeds. But I do have the builder's wand and I do have an infinitor wand, so that should make this quite an easy process to make these. Okay, so we finished up our farms over here. It took quite a bit of time, but we finally did it. So we have 2 rows, so what I'm going to do now, instead of just only having 1 row dropping and switching, we're going to start all the way at this end, we're going to run all the way over here, we're going to switch into this lane, over here, then we're going to drop and come back around on the second layer that's below it. And we have this same setup for every single farm since they're all the same crop, kind of. Now this is what I have right now. Obviously, I still have a little bit more room on my plots. I'll fill this area up later. I just wanted to get a decent, carrot, potato, and wheat setup so I can get crappie. That way I can start working toward the fermento talisman. Also, I'm going to need to unlock plot 11 just so I can put something behind my back. That way I don't accidentally fall off the netherwort farm. So I'm locked from doing netherwort for a little bit. I think over here I can fit a sugarcane farm, or maybe I'll just end up buying a new row of plots and setting up a farm there, because this did actually take quite a bit of time to set up. Not this part, but actually setting up the lane exchanges took quite a bit of time trying to figure out how it works. But now that we have it completely set up, that's really good. I do want to give it a quick little test. I think this should last 30 minutes. Obviously it's not the most efficient farm, but it is one that I just came up with. I think I also need a specific farming mod, that way I can replant more efficiently or something like that. I'll also need to put on cultivating on every single one of these, so that will cost a little bit of money, but that's not too much since we do have a little bit of bits stored up. I think for now I want to get wheat just because that makes a little bit more money. One of my goals within this video is to unlock as many gold medals as I can, and something that just happened was a wheat Jacobs contest, and I was actually able to get gold in this contest. As you can see, just barely got into the top 10%, so that's actually really good because we get bits for that and we also get the book. But I'm more excited about the Jacobs tickets just because those are a little bit expensive. I also have a few extra silver and bronze medals that I can claim that I forgot to, and just some competitions that I didn't even participate in. I just got it from that I just got from killing pests. So there you go. That's all my Jacobs tickets collected, and a ton of books. Personal best would honestly be better to get, since I will be getting more farming fortune overall for that crop rather than just during a contest. I can also increase my level cap, but I don't need that yet since I'm still kind of low leveled and there's always overflow XP. So this just gives me a small amount of extra fortune, which is always very helpful. Alright, now that I've finished off these farms, I think I'm going to add on a sugarcane farm to the end of this one. And then I believe I'm going to be able to fit a cocoa bean farm on top of the sugarcane farm. So let's go ahead and build that. Alright, that'll do it. So we just finished off the cocoa bean section and the sugarcane section. I was able to stack them on top of each other. I'm pretty sure 8 lanes is infinite once I get to garden level 12, which I am pretty close to. I believe I want to go ahead and get garden level 12 right now. So I'm gonna grab my cultivating 9 with blessed melon dicer. I'm gonna go ahead and complete some of these visitors with my cultivating axe out and just make sure we have all the stuff. I believe after I do this one we should have enough garden level. There we go. We're now garden level 12. This means that we can now have Maeve visit us. The only people we haven't had visit us is Maeve because we just unlocked her. Pete, Puzzler, Shifty, and Sirius. Then after that we'll be able to get the Spaceman to come to us. But now that we have all these farms set up over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 out of the 10 farms set up in order to get all of. We actually have 7 out of the 10 farms set up completely. Now 7, we have 6 in this plot, and then we also have the melon farm in the other plot. So in the other plot, we're going to go ahead and start building a pumpkin farm in a minute. I do want to farm a little bit of sugarcane and cocoa bean, just so that I can get enough in order to maybe do derpy. But for my pumpkin farm, I'm going to copy this design exactly. Should be the exact same. Okay, but you may be wondering, how does this farm work? So what I do is I start right here, I aim up sort of to where I can hit a couple of the cocoa beans at once, and I walk all the way down there. We have a door that catches us, and then we have another door in the middle here that aligns us up. It looks sort of like this, except in the middle. And it catches us and lines us up perfectly with this, and then we can walk all the way back down here, get caught by here, walk across, and another door catches us and allows us to cross underneath and come back around until we fall out. And then in the sugarcane one, there is no falling time to kill us. It's just walking back, and we just sprint all the way down there and then around and back and around and back, around and back, around and back. And once we get down here, we just run all the way back here, and then that's it completed. It's a similar thing, we just have a cycle, we have a snake, so we go all the way down here back. So I was doing a little farming, and I just got a new visitor. We have Sirius unlocked. So I want to go ahead and claim his. Since it's pretty cheap, and I need him since I have not completed an offer for him yet. And that's just one more that's done closer to the Spaceman. And it's only 64 hay bales, which I can easily instant buy. I could farm it, but I'm just going to go ahead and instant buy. Pumpkin farm done building. We do have a little bit of extra space, but that's fine. I don't really care to fill that with anything. So that means now we just need to build our mushroom and our cactus farms. Now I'll also need to end up clearing out a few more plots. I think the cheapest way to do it is to go ahead and start with... Actually, it doesn't even matter. I can start with either the top or the bottom one, because I already have a plot in each. But I think I want to do it... I think I want to build it down here, just because I like having all the... I'd like to have all the stuff sort of next to each other, and then just the pumpkin and melon sort of off on its own, since it sort of is a different build. Even though that this sort of looks awkward, I think it would look better over here. Something else that needs to happen if I want to become one of the best farmers is I need to get gold medals in all of Jacob's contests, that way I can get to farming level 60. Now, I head over to Jacob, and as you can see, I head over to Anita, and as you can see, I already have the wheat bracket completed. And I just did a cocoa bean contest, and I managed to get gold in that. As you can see, we have another work contest coming up, which I will be participating in, but that's in 40 minutes, which is much later. So now that we have that, we are part of the way there to farming level 60. We're at 52. We have the potential to get to 52, obviously. But the next farm that I do probably will definitely be the netherwork farm. So my screen looks a little different. I installed a few mods in order to help me farm a little bit better. This profile is specifically for farming. This mod profile at least is. It allows me to change this. I have it preset to all the speeds that I need on the right. So I can go ahead and change it. Let's say I need netherwort. And boom, we're already there. And then also with this mod, I can change the yaw and pitch to the second decimal place, to the 100th place. Which now allows me to perfectly line myself up so that way I can farm perfectly efficiently without losing any... without scooting over at all. This video is going to get pretty long, so I'm going to split this into multiple different parts. That way I can have extra time to grind and get up to fully maxed out farming. And since the new glacier tunnels up there dropped, I'm a little bit further away from max farming than I thought I was. But anyway, if you did enjoy, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.